Chapter 2. After dinner, Fang Yudan went to the kitchen to wash the dishes, and Ji Han-yu was lying on the sofa watching TV. Julian Sheng sat down beside him and asked in a low voice, "If you're short on money, why don't you ask your uncle for it? The Kao family has plenty of money." Ji Han-yu was obviously very disgusted hearing the word money come out of his mouth. He looked a little impatient. "Money, that's not mine. It's my uncle's. Besides, don't you know? Although my mother is surnamed Kao, she's only an illegitimate child. Whenever we visit home, it almost infuriated my grandmother that it would be strange if my uncle helped us." "No way. He really seems to be fond of you. Doesn't he always invite you out for dinner?" Jing Shang persistently questioned. Where is he inviting me to dinner? He just wants to appreciate me and my mother's miserable expressions. The Ji family's collapse is his handiwork. He doesn't care about our life and death. If I wasn't afraid of offending him, do you think I'd go to his dinners? All right, stop asking. It's annoying." Ji Han-yu threw him a sharp look. Shui Sheng was silent. He went back to his room and locked the door. Although Ji Han-yu was now Lin Chengze's boyfriend in name, because Lin Chengze was very well waxed in the art of seduction, they haven't had sex yet. Ji Han-yu originally moved into his house to take him to bed, but he fell for the angelic Fang Yudan in Lin Chengzou's house. Since then, he always took the initiative to sleep on the sofa. For Shui Sheng, this was a blessing in disguise. Ji Han-yu, this hairless, late-stage tuny boy, rebellious teen, really wasn't his type. With only 200 remaining in the living expenses, the current Lin Chengze and Ji Han-yu actually relied on Fang Yudan's paycheck to support themselves. As a villain, Julian Sheng was inevitably infected with the bad habit of enjoying luxury. It was simply unbearable to not have any money to spend freely. "All right, I have to quickly find a fast and lucrative job," Julian Sheng muttered while turning on his computer. His fingertips flew over the keyboard, filtering useful information. Lin Chengze had no diploma or experience. Looking for a high-end job was out of the question. Fortunately, he was beautiful, so he could always sell a smile or something. Jun Sheng let his imagination run wild while invading every major entertainment company's official website. When he found something substantial, his fingertips paused. The screen that was flashing at lightning speed stopped, displaying a recruitment ad released on the Aya company's official website. Aya was the world's largest luxury goods company. Their sales included brand name bags, watches, custom-made clothes, perfume, luxury cars, and other cutting-edge products. Having an Aya luxury good was a sign of identity and status. Every time it launched a new product, the entire fashion industry vibrated. This time, Aya was launching a perfume to seize C country's perfume market. So they needed to select a model from C country to shoot a series of ads. Moreover, the requirement for the model was very unique. First, be beautiful. Additionally, a Helen of Troy grade beauty. Both man and woman are okay. Second, be young, preferably between 15 to 18 years old. Third, height of at least 175 centimeters. The skin must also be excellent. Don't apply if skin is not white and silky smooth. Fourth, temperament must be unique. Both pure and tender, but also charming and immature. With these 4 conditions, you could simply screen out 80 to 90% of the entertainment industry. Julian Shang checked each requirement one by one. The corners of his mouth slowly rose. Lin Shengzi was beauty, certified gorgeous. First item, check. Lin Shengzi was 17 years old. Second item, check. Lin Shengzi was 176 centimeters. As for his skin, Zhu Shang's habit was to first adjust the physical data of the original owner to the optimal state. So now, whether it was appearance or constitution or skin, Lin Shengzi was flawless. Third item, also check. As for the fourth, for others it would be a news, but for Zhu Shang, this evil spirit that had reincarnated for thousands of years, it was simply a piece of cake. Mature, charming, pure, tender, gentle, ruthless, malevolent, upright. There were only qualities you've never imagined, not qualities he's never acted out. Since all the conditions were met, he'd take this one. Zhu Shang stroked his jaw and planned how to infiltrate the audition. He hacked into a random entertainment company's official website, then used his superb hacking skill to create a performing artist identity for himself, linking it to a broker's name. As he needed to participate in the college entrance exam in June of next year, he signed a contract that expired next April. Then he hacked into Aya's official website and added his name to the list of candidates. After all this, he picked up the phone to contract his newly appointed agent. "Hey, this is Mei Lian. Who are you?" The keen-witted woman casually asked as she ignited the cigarette perched in her mouth. "Sister Yu, hello. I'm Lin Xingzi. I was originally one of Simon's artists, but I'm now under your name. I was transferred a while ago, but I'm only contacting you now. I'm sorry." Lin Xingzi's voice was clear and mellow, very enjoyable to listen to. Mei Lian's slightly wrinkled brows relaxed a little. She recalled older artists under Simon. How come she'd never heard of Lin Xingzi? Simon died a few months ago in a car accident. Mei Lian and the other agents divided up his most promising artists. Since this Lin Xingzi hadn't left an impression in her mind, he should be pretty mediocre. Thinking of this, Mei Lian's slight interest dimmed. What was the use of only having a pleasant voice? You must also look good. The entertainment industry was a pure lookism world. She was about to give a few perfunctory words and hang up the phone when a person on the other end gave her explosive news. "Sister Yu, I was selected to attend Aya's interview tomorrow. Could you come pick me up?" Wait, are you sure it was Aya? Mei Lian's cigarette fell out of her mouth, almost burning a hole in her skirt. She jumped up, patting herself as she hurriedly walked. Aya was the most luxurious of luxury brands. Every spokesperson for their product was the most influential of international superstars. This time, they were picking a newcomer with great difficulty. Which entertainment company wasn't covetously eyeing the spot? Everyone was scrambling to break onto the interview lists. Mei Lian had put all the stops to bring one of her artists into the interview, but they were ultimately rejected. Her rival was lucky enough to get a spot, but while Mei Lian was busy sulking, a meat pie fell from the sky. She grabbed the phone, asking in a heavy voice, "How did you get the spot? Who managed you?" "No one managed me. I was taking a stroll when I bumped into a foreigner named Bonnie. He slipped me a business card and said I absolutely had to participate in the Aya interview. I didn't believe it before, but I just saw the list of candidates Aya announced. That's why I called you." Xuan Sheng's voice was very nervous, but his expression was lazy and leisurely, winding and unwinding a lock of hair on his forehead. "You wait there, I'll take a look." Mei Lian pushed down her trembling heart to open Aya's official website. Sure enough, Lin Shengzi's name was on the list. Her heart jumped wildly for a moment. Then she opened the company's back end to access his artist profile. Lin Shengxi's extremely gorgeous face leaped out, freezing her in her seat. What the hell? Such a stunner? How did she miss him? Were her eyes blocked with feces? Fortunately, the artists left over from their selection were randomly assigned by the company. He just happened to be assigned to her name. Truly, when luck came, it was unstoppable. If Lin Shengxi couldn't become famous, then he was simply unworthy of the face God gave him. Yu Mei-lian took a few deep breaths. Only then did her voice sound much calmer. Ah, I see it. You're on the list. Where do you live? I'll pick you up at 8:30 tomorrow. Zhu Sheng reported an address, then hung up the phone. He rolled up in his quilt and fell asleep, relieved. The next day, Zhu Sheng was eating breakfast while he explained to Ji Han-yu, I won't be going to class for a while. Ask for a leave of absence for me. Ji Han-yu didn't care about his reasons, merely nodding. Zhu Sheng glanced at him and said in a gentle tone, Don't worry, although the Ji family went bankrupt, we'll certainly think of a way out. Never say never. Ji Han-yu didn't even look back at him, saying a very perfunctory but in his heart he ridiculed Lin Shengxi's pretending. He obviously despised him to death, but still wouldn't break up with him. Wasn't he fancying his rich friends and wanted to use him to build a bridge? As long as you dare to step on the bridge, I'll make you fall completely devastation. Last night, Fang Yudan was forcibly kissed by Ji Han-yu again, so this morning he was somewhat absent-minded. He didn't even dare speak to Lin Shengxi, and also didn't question his announcement. After breakfast, the two boys left for school together, and Zhou Yunsheng went back to his room to change into a white shirt and light blue jeans. He was pushing his phone into his pocket when it rang. It was Yu Mei-lian. I'm here. Come downstairs. It's a black Audi car, license plate number XX66. Jun Sheng acknowledged her and leisurely took the elevator downstairs. When he got into the car, Yu Mei-lian sized him up from head to toe. Her eyes were pleased, like she'd pick up a treasure. Stretch out your hand for me to feel. If your skin is not up to standard, we won't even bother to drive over. She presently took advantage, marveling at the delicate sensation under her fingertips. Bunny also touched me, so I took him for a pervert. Jun Sheng's cheeks reddened slightly. His beauty was even more eye-catching. Yu Mei-lian laughed. While driving, she inquired, What year are you in? High school senior. I'm taking the college entrance exams in June. Then what do you intend to do after that? Your parents are dead, so you must get a job to support yourself, right? I read your contract. It'll expire at the end of April. God gave this face to you. If you don't use it to make a living, it's simply a waste. As long as you're willing to renew the contract with me, I promise to turn you into an international star. Look at you now. No diploma, no work experience, and so young. The other companies won't want you. Not to mention the money you can make will be less. Yu Mei-lian spared no efforts to lobby, afraid of losing the treasure that fell into her hands. Let's have this discussion after I finish shooting the ad. My parents always hoped that I'd go to a prestigious university. I want to realize their final wishes. Zhu Yunsheng exposed a timely, melancholic look. Yu Mei-lian went silent. After a moment, she teased, What finished shooting the ad? You think you're guaranteed to get the spot? Zhu Yunsheng looked askance at her, and his lips slightly raised. Those confident eyes and electric expression were too powerful. Yu Mei-lian couldn't endure it. She looked forward, flustered, but her heart was smiling in satisfaction.